Welcome to the Polymer Bazaar Daily Update. We are your absolute prime source for global polymer markets, breaking trends, and real-time price alerts. In today's explainer, we're looking way ahead into the future of the plastics and rubber industry, and we are zeroing in on a truly monumental event on the horizon. We're talking about IPF Japan 2026. Honestly, if you're strategizing right now to stay ahead of the curve in global manufacturing, this is exactly where you need to focus your attention. 40,000. Yeah, you heard that right. That is the sheer scale we're talking about here. Over 40,000 industry professionals from across the entire globe are projected to converge at this event. When you think about global networking, that number represents a massive sea of potential partners, world-class suppliers, and absolute cutting-edge innovators, all gathering under one single roof. If your operations rely on staying current with global standards, and let's face it, whose doesn't? You really have to ask yourself what crucial industry shifts you might completely miss out on if you aren't part of that 40,000. Okay, so where and when is this giant global convergence actually happening? Let's get the essential logistics out of the way. You'll want to mark your calendars for December 1st through the 5th, 2026. The venue is the massive Makuhari Messe Exhibition Center, located in Shiba, right in the greater Tokyo area. Now, Tokyo has long been a global epicenter for manufacturing, innovation, precision engineering, you name it. That makes it the absolute perfect stage for what's recognized as one of Asia's premier international exhibitions. It is quite literally setting the stage for the next decade of plastics and rubber technology. And that brings us to a really vital connection we're exploring today. On one hand, we have the booming powerhouse that is India's polymer market, and on the other, the vast IPF Japan global network. For several years now, Polymer Bazaar has proudly maintained a really strong association with the IPF Japan organizers. They've successfully bridged these two massive markets by leading official, highly curated VIP buyers delegations from India straight to this prestigious Japanese event. It's a brilliant strategic effort, really, to connect domestic growth with unparalleled global innovation. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer breadth of technology we're looking at. We're talking about the absolute latest tech across 6 major pillars. First up, advanced injection molding, really highlighting that precision and efficiency. Right alongside next-generation extrusion technology designed for high-volume, continuous output. But crucially, and you know the global industry is facing massive pressure to go green right now, there's a heavy focus on the future here. Think recycling and circular economy solutions, as well as sustainable and eco-friendly materials. Rounding the whole thing out, you'll see state-of-the-art molds and tooling, which is the fundamental backbone of any physical product, and of course, automation and smart manufacturing. That is Industry 4.0 practically applied right there on the factory floor. This isn't just a display, it's a real-time window into how global production is actually evolving. The organizers themselves actually sum up the core value proposition perfectly. They call it, and I quote, an ideal platform to discover new technologies, meet world-class suppliers, and expand your international business network. When you combine those 40,000 attendees we discussed earlier with the deep technological insights across those 6 pillars, the networking potential is just unparalleled. This is exactly the kind of environment where global deals are struck, joint ventures are formed, and future supply chains are forged. Which brings us to a very, very important question. Are you eligible for the exclusive VIP delegation? Because Polymer Bazaar isn't just analyzing this event from afar, they are actively assembling an official delegation of Indian buyers to travel to Tokyo. Now, to be clear, this is not just some open-door tourist trip, it is a highly curated professional mission intended for serious players in the market. So let's break down the criteria to figure out if you fit the exact profile they're looking for. Take a look and see if you identify with any of these. Consider your core industry role for a second. Are you a plastic manufacturer aiming to upgrade your facilities? Or perhaps a processor or converter looking for some serious efficiency gains? Maybe you're a machinery importer searching for the latest Japanese equipment to bring that home. Or a raw material buyer actively seeking new, highly reliable international suppliers. If any of those describe your daily business operations, you are exactly who this VIP buyers delegation is designed for. This opportunity is just completely tailored to elevate those specific business outcomes. And here is a massive insider tip for you. A really notable strategic advantage for selected delegates from India is the inclusion of a complimentary 3 nights, 4 days hotel stay during the exhibition. Now, keeping it real, it's important to note that this offer is subject to the organizer's approval and specific selection criteria. However, having your accommodation expertly handled in the Tokyo area during a mega international expo, that removes a huge logistical hurdle. It totally allows delegates to bypass the stress of international booking and focus 100% on the business and networking at hand. But hey, let's pivot for just a moment. What if you aren't just looking to buy? What if you are actually planning to exhibit? We've talked extensively about attending as a buyer to source new tech and materials, sure, but IPF Japan 2026 is equally critical for sellers, manufacturers, and exporters who want to project their brand onto the global stage and capture real international market share. Think about it. If your company manufactures machinery, raw materials, molds, or automation solutions, you have to consider your long-term export strategy. Are you already exporting to Japan and looking to solidify those relationships? Or are you actively planning to enter this highly lucrative, incredibly quality-driven market? Successfully breaking into the Japanese market often serves as a massive global stamp of approval for your manufacturing quality. If you're targeting this region, this expo is for sure your premier platform to showcase your capabilities. Plus, Polymer Bazaar actually provides direct coordination services. So if you need assistance booking exhibition space and managing all the complexities of international participation, they manage the heavy lifting to ensure your brand achieves maximum visibility. All right, so here's your clear, actionable directive. Whether you want to join as a VIP buyer and leverage those great logistical advantages, or you want to exhibit on the global stage, you need to secure your spot. You can reach out directly at +91 93 745 24365. Actually, jot that down right now, save it in your contacts, and connect with the Polymer Bazaar team. I know the 2026 event might seem a bit distant on the calendar right now, but strategic preparations for a global showcase of this magnitude, from securing prime booth space to vetting delegation candidates, that work starts today. As we wrap up today's explainer, I want to leave you with one final provocative thought to chew on. Will you be on the sidelines or at the absolute forefront of global polymer innovation in December 2026? The industry is moving incredibly fast toward advanced automation, integrated circular economies, and next-generation smart materials. IPF Japan is exactly where that future is being written, tested, and sold. You've got to ensure your business is actively participating in that story. Thank you so much for joining me to break all this down, and keep exploring.